Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Campaign 11, Foolish Burials. I am your host, as always, Virinity Void. This here is part 13. We're in the middle of the 1700s, or we're getting to the middle of the 1700s. This time around, we're going to be going close to 1750, if not actually 1750. And we will be seeing what happens throughout all those years between now and then. For now, though, we are going to take a look at some national ideas. This time, we're going to look at the third and fourth national ideas of this little nation right here, Mopaka. So, the third national idea of Mopaka is... Also, why do they have so few national ideas? I think maybe that's just a little weird, but, you know, okay. Whatever. Anyways, their third national idea is Blitz Tactics. Our raids must never last long enough for the Nikuts to find us. We excel in speed and agility in our attacks, as a matter of necessity. Looting speed plus 20%. And the fourth national idea is Flight of the Boroaldots. Boroaldots. Some would scoff at the build of our vessels, but our kin manning these great hulks are more than ready to fight to the last to protect their precious cargo from pursuers, as without it we shall all surely go hungry. Morale of navies plus 20%. So, with that being said, last time we left off, if you want to know exactly what happened in the last part, please go watch the last part. We saw, at least we left off, with Albania actually winning finally against Mexico. Mexico's trying to eke out something, but, you know, Albania almost has 3 times as many forces on the ground. They have manpower to back that up with, and they're on the same tech level, so it's looking unbeatable at this point. Mexico's probably going to lose a healthy chunk of land. And Brazil is in this war, but Brazil is also trying to conquer Carib. And this war is tying down all of Brazil's forces, because there's no way through without going through Carib. So unfortunately, my child is going to be on the chopping block. Zotomar got invaded, and they are absolutely getting reamed by rebels. Breda expanded more, of course. Stargard expanded more. And yeah, this all happened. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep it going. We also saw Miao basically take over most, if not all, of Tibet. Baltistan is still alive, but they are struggling heavily. Ava is the Burmese power player. Bone and Pagarayong are monopolizing power in what can be called the Nusantara region. God damn it, what the hell is that under my finger? And Al Jazeera Al-Qadra, you know, they are relaxing. They just have all of this to themselves, and they're chillaxing. They have a little bit up here and they have a little bit up here as well in Papua New Guinea, but it's not like they're not seriously going for anything else. They are just, they don't have ambitions for other stuff. Literally, this is the only stuff they want. Strategic interests. That's it. Miao is... They are allied with Japan. Remember, Hakure formed Japan. Makamatsu and Kappa units. Interesting. So, Neobuyeo, you're only allied to Ava, Makamatsu, and Nongarheim. Alright. And Mongolia still remains a tributary underneath Makamatsu. And, yeah, Ankaroglus are being absolutely destroyed. I anticipate that very soon, the Ankaroglus will no longer exist. Belobog is going after the Alpine Federation in an imperialist war, of all things. I'm not sure if you'll get to the capital, which is over here, but actually, is Breda at war with them too? Oh. 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 Yeah, Alpine Federation can effectively be said to be, I would say, in the decommissioning process, so to say. They are not going to survive in any sense militarily speaking. They are going to get absolutely slaughtered. Over here, Mexico still trying to put up a fight, but it's just looking worse and worse. Albania's lost a lot of troops, over 100k, but I think part of that is due to attrition at 3.6% here. Good gods. Mexico might be able to capitalize on that, but still, that war score is so fucking... What the fuck? Oh, and you know, Albania did declare this war. If they can't get to this war goal, the war goal that is right here, I think it's right here. If Albania cannot get to this province, Mexico might lose next to nothing or absolutely nothing at all, which would be insane to me. Because Albania, on paper, they should be winning this war hands down. They have so many more forces, and there's peace. Nothing changed. Just like that, Mexico's able to eke out of that war. Albania taking too many fucking losses, spreading themselves too thin, and just they weren't concentrating, and they picked a terrible war goal. An absolutely terrible war goal. Yes, it was a core province of yours, Albania, but you know, I should be vouching for my child, but it's just still so terrible to go for that as a war goal. You lost because you couldn't get there in time, and it's just, I don't know. Oh, that sucks. Brazil didn't even take anything from Carib, but I think Brazil is just like settling down, trying to organize their things still, and also being very wary of Chinla turned Peru. Attacking Fraccionato in Brazil, yep, that's fine. We already know that. La Plata is a tributary. Ashanti, still chillin'. Alright, and yeah, Alpine Federation and the Ankaroglus. Sudan has taken over most of the Nile River. And it's just... Man, the Ankaroglus have fallen so far from where they once were. They're at -2 stability as well. I'm surprised they do not have internal conflicts yet. Yet. If that revanchism, when that expires, they're gonna be really hurting. Aden is going to be conquered by Sudan, seemingly. No wars in Asia. Let's check this current wars. Mexico's going after Carib, so I think Mexico's going to redirect all those levied troops down south and win that war. And it seems as though the Alpine Federation is still being cooked actively in a deep fryer full of oil. Khazaria going after the Ankaroglus. Tausai going after Novgorod, but I don't think that's going to work. And that's really pretty much it for now. Really, no one has colonized Siberia so far, which is kind of interesting. I thought someone would have colonized it by now. However, no one has landed in Nongerheim's mainland, which I thought someone would have done that by now, but the Isles, they're safe. Are there any forts up here? There are some forts. Jorvik as well as Gwynedd, they have full forts. Tyrone as well as Edinburgh, they have outdated forts, but they're still pretty hefty. Let's actually take a look at the forts all across the map real quick. There's not that many in Belobog. Interesting. Not that many in Breda either. There's a capital fort over here, but nothing else. Africa really lacks in forts. Really. Oh my goodness. At least West Africa does. There's some here in East Africa, but it's not much. India, the subcontinent, has quite a few, but some of them are out of date, I would say. Mongolia, yeah, there's not as many forts as I thought there would be, honestly. I thought there would be more. Maybe the AI just doesn't prioritize forts as much because it can be a big expenditure, and maybe it's not how the AI rolls, I guess. Peasants have risen up inside of the Alpine Federation, but honestly, I doubt they're going to do much. The dynasty on Zotomar has changed. Those pretender rebels have succeeded, And Karab, as much as they are resisting Mexico, they cannot resist for long. Also, Chenla is now going after Brazil, and Mexico didn't join in. Right? Oh no, they did. So Mexico did join in. So all of the forces from Mexico that swarm down here, they are going to be encountering Peruvian soldiers as well. Or maybe Peru is just going to invade Brazil proper. Never mind. Peace is signed. They didn't want any part of that. Okay. I thought that was going to be bigger. Like, what are you doing these short wars for? Where's the endurance? You know, where's the enduring spirit for war? The Khazars have taken the Holy Land, Jerusalem. Question is, are they going to actually convert it and then build up the monuments there? That's the real question. Belobog has landed in Italy. Belobog gets closer and closer to taking on their now new rival, Breda. Yeah, they are actually on equal amounts of troop level, or troop or force limit, I guess. They are on about equal level. Only thing is, Belobog has a huge pool of manpower, and Breda doesn't. Belobog is using that manpower actively because, hey, they want to go after the Khazars again, and this time, Belobog probably not going to have any sort of mercy, just like last time. Breda, they pieced out, and they took not that much, actually. They took Rome, and they took Aix, or Ice, I don't know how you would say that, and Burgos, but that's about it. Honestly, I thought Breda was going to take more. Well, Paca didn't lose anything, so, I mean, they're fine. And Albania going after Peru. I'm not sure if Peru can really stop this, if I am honest. If I am TBH. Karab. I think Mexico I think they've effectively won this. So that war from earlier was not a fluke. It was just a warm-up round. The Khazars, I don't think they're going to be able to do much, unfortunately, unless Belobog really spreads themselves thin. Oh, never mind. The Khazars, they were going after Bukhara. They want to finish that war against Bukhara. They apparently do not care much for Belobog actively rampaging through their land. It's, ouch. And this is a Bukharan nationalist war. Okay. Yeah, Belobog is, like, they've already sieged down the capital, and soon enough they're going to be running through Mesopotamia, running through the Eastern Europe. It's, ouch. And Bukhara, like, they in this war, they're basically nothing. The Khazars can fully run them over, but can you finish this war against Bukhara before you get, like, half of your provinces occupied from Belobog? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's go ahead and see here. Albania, yep. Alpine Federation going after Zaromar in Iberia, so, you know, trying to cull the chaotic fragments of Zaromar. Japan's going after Maltasia and Kappa units. Let's see. Handia is in that war with Bukhara, and that's really about it for now. Oh, Miao and Brunei are going against Bone in Australia. That's not really going to result in much. Japan has landed here, but are they really going to go for the rest of Kappa units? They could probably win, but I don't know if they really want to. But where there's a will, there's a way. Well, you gotta find that will first. Oh, maybe actually Sudan is not going to win this war because maybe they can't get across due to the Khazars and Somalia being in the way. Apparently the Razwi Empire went to war with Somalia recently and they won handedly, even taking over the capital. Damn. That is brutal. Because, yeah, I think the capital is at Merka or Mogadishu or something. And the Razwi Empire, it continues to grow. The Khazars, they tried to take a fight at their capital. They tried to defend it. Belobog is just too much. the Jewish forces are being pushed back by the Orthodox forces. That's the story here. I mean, I don't know what else there is to it. It's just straight up. The Khazars have less quantity than Belobog. They're on the same military tech level, and Belobog is not. They're not holding back or anything. It's just straight like fight to the death. Bukhara lost that war handedly. They lost a very big chunk of land, so that's a lot of decent stuff going the way of the Khazars. But even as they win that war, they're losing this war against Belobog, and I think like Belobog might even fully encompass the Caucasus Mountains. Like that's gonna be insane. This is like the biggest Eastern European power I've ever seen. Legitimately, in one of these campaigns, I don't think I've ever seen an Eastern European power get this big, where they border the Baltic in a decent portion of their provinces, and they also control like the entirety of the Black Sea. And not even just the entirety of the Black Sea, basically all of the Aegean Sea as well. So, they are not to be trifled with. Belobog is a very, very powerful beast you don't want to awaken. Sudan is attacking the United African Republic. Can the United African Republic withstand this attack from an enemy that is 3 military techs ahead? We'll see. It's not looking like it. They don't have any forces that are rallying. Tamilakam, they're not at war with anyone. They're just purely chilling out, building up, readying, and oh my goodness, Japan has fully invaded the Kappa units. It seems as though they were just waiting over here in Palawan for the right opportunity to cross. So the Kappa units were pieced out. I should also mention the Kappa units did eliminate Sulu, however they did lose Mindoro to Pagariong. So interesting changes of pace over there. Australia, they got some particulars rebels, but nothing they can't handle. 73, 71. I'm looking at how many national ideas are ideas have been taken by each one. 86, 91. Zarmar is almost fully annexed over here as well. Isle of the Blessed. I'm just happy that they're still surviving. I'm happy they're not annexed. Karab is still at war, although they didn't lose anything. I guess that war is just was that just a warm-up war or something? I don't know. Anyways, 39, 72, 66, 69, nice. 9VG is being attacked now by Mexico and Cascadia. Oh no, Cascadia was being attacked in it. What is this? Oh, that's the graphics mod. Cascadia was being attacked, or Opera of Audio, as they were known as. And Mexico saw that and like, hey, you're busy up there. I'm just gonna go ahead and snipe your land if you don't mind. Oh well. And Brazil, well, I guess since Mexico showed how easy taking on Karab was, I guess Brazil wants to go after them as well. It should be easy, right? How does Karab have more morale than you? And more discipline? What the hell? Brazil, what in the fuck? The only thing that saves you in this Brazil is your tactics, which are indeed superior. Who's this over here? Jollof? Jollofian separatists. Okay. And the Razwi Empire is going after the United African Republic as well. Oh boy. United African Republic, they are hurting. Belobog, let's see how much land you took. Yeah, they took a lot. They took way more land from Khazaria than Breda took from the Alpine Federation. Also, how the hell are you at war with them again? Were you really allied with Marathia? Or were you like the defender of the faith? Holy shit, Khazaria. You just got brutalized once, And then you just said, like, you know what? No, my brother and sister in faith, Marathia, I must defend them. I want to get slaughtered for a second time. You're a glutton for punishment, Khazaria. At this point, you are a glutton for punishment. Dear Lord. Miao is taking on Orissa, Ava, and Baltistan. Oh, this is actually a big one for the region. So, Baltistan joined in, and they are going. Miao is taking on Ava as well. Ava doesn't have as many troops as Miao, but with Baltistan, they kind of do. They might stand a chance if they combine their forces, but they're very split. They are very split up, and Miao just sent back an initial army from Baltistan. Miao armies are taking to Burma, and I do think that Ava might be pieced out of this war first. So that's gonna be interesting. How are you gonna take? Do you want land from Ava? You want everything from Ava. Okay, those are demands. I'm not sure if you will get those demands, but they're demands for sure. Hassa being a tributary is interesting as well. Australia, Sultan George V. I wonder what George is for, but in like translated or put into an Islamic context. The Muslim version of George, because I know like the Muslim version of Abraham is Ibrahim, Alexander is Iskandar, I think. Stuff like that. I think it's really cool to look at those. Sudan is actually, they won against the United African Republic, and now they are attacking Somalia because Somalia, they're in shambles ever since they lost to the Razwi Empire. Truly, like, the Razwi Empire is absolutely going ham across East Africa and now West Africa. Damn, I didn't expect them to do this well. Khazaria taking a good fight here against Belobog, but even that one good fight, that one like positive moment, it's gonna be outshined, unfortunately. I mean, if we look at the raw stats in these battles, Belobog has the discipline, Khazaria has the morale, Belobog has the tactics. So even though Khazaria can stay in these fights all they want, they're losing so many more troops each and every day for those battles that they cannot replace. Khazaria is out of manpower. Belobog, they have what seems to be like an infinite pool of manpower to churn through for this war. Khazaria is just absolutely done. They had a huge rise to power, rampaging, completely decimating Mesopotamia and forcing them back, annexing 2 of my children, and, you know, also annexing Kazan up here, and taking on the Ankaroglus mano a mano. And unfortunately, they just met an opponent they couldn't match. Lam is at war with the Alpine Federation. The Alpine Federation is going to seemingly annex the rest of Lam if this is their final provinces, but I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Okay, here we go. Second Albanian reconquest of Chakujal. And finally, Albania has actually managed to sneak an army in and do considerable damage down here, to the point where they are sieging down the fort over here, and actually making severe inroads into Mexico. Will this be the time that Albania succeeds against Mexico? It's looking like it. It really is looking like it. I could be wrong. Maybe that war score is going to flip around because Mexico pulls something out of the bag, but it's looking real grim. This is like the 3rd time that Albania has tried against Mexico actively. There's a slight win there. Albania still has plenty of troops to go through, though. Plenty. Okay, a small win for Mexico. Albania is pressing in on the capital. It's a very long siege at the capital, but it's something. Mexico, if they can undo that occupation of the war goal, then there you go. There you go. War score is now is only -7. It is still in white peace territory. Because in order, I've said this over and over, and I'll keep saying it some more. Wars need to be more than +10 or less than -10 in order for like provinces and stuff to be taken. If it's only like -5 or +5, nothing can be taken, and nothing can be given. Miao, they pieced out Ava. No, they did not. Ava is still in this war. They've been Miao has been driven out of Burma itself, and Miao is instead forcing itself through Orissa's land, and also through Baltistan. Orissa, are you at war? Oh, Brunei is in this, but that's not really worth anything. Handia is going after Baltistan themselves because they see that Baltistan is occupied elsewhere, and indeed they are. Baltistan took a small win against Miao, and Miao has conceded to Baltistan, giving some territory back, and then Miao has peaced out with Orissa. Did Miao give anything? It seemed yes, they did. So Miao conceded in the war. They lost fair and square, and Ava, Orissa, and Baltistan succeed ever so slightly. Although Baltistan did lose land to Handia, so nothing is gained without stuff also being lost in the end. Over here, Mexico, they are now losing more and more because the Wargle is reoccupied. If this, well, okay, hold on. Oh no, I was seeing it differently. My bad. Albania did win that battle, therefore, the Wargle still in play. It is still occupied, and the capital has been taken over too. Mexico, truly dire straits at this point. Truly. Yeah, this looks very definitive. Third time's the charm for Albania, I guess, and they will be taking land from Mexico. I'm not sure how much land, but I guess we'll see. Wow, Opera of Audio, they took a hell of a lot of land from 9VG when Mexico swept through. Interesting. Mexico might try to take their cap. No, there's the peace deal. So, Mexico, what did you lose? Okay. Mexico didn't lose that much. They lost one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. Although that's a meaty 25 development province. Still, that's not as much as I thought, honestly. I thought there was going to be more taken by Albania, but maybe that's just the appetizer. Maybe that's just the appetizer for the main course. Who knows? Well, Paca, they took a little bit of land here from Carib as Brazil was divvying them up, and Breda, holy shit, Breda, whoa. You are going ham inside of Chenla. Chenla, where are your armies? Oh, for some reason, I guess they were just rounding the southern end for some reason. You need to stop Breda before they get to your capital. I hope you do something. Oh, wait a minute. At war with Nongerheim, Stargarder Giant Nationalist War. So you're at war with Nongerheim, Hungary, Wari, Neobuyeo, and the Alpine Federation. Huh. Okay. And that also means you're at war with Stargard. Oh my god. Nongerheim, you have the two largest powers in the world against you. Holy shit. Safe to say, Nongerheim forecasted not to win this war. Just putting that out there. Yeah. So, Alpine Federation, I like that they're trying to put a thorn into the side of Breda. It's probably not going to work, but, you know, kudos for trying. kudos cannot be redeemed for anything, but they are nice nonetheless. And yeah, this is rough stuff. I don't know what else to say other than Nongerheim, good luck. Like they're gonna keep losing stuff in Scandinavia at this point. That's pretty much it. It's only a matter of time, I think, before one of their Nongerheim's enemies gets brave enough to actually land on the shores and then like do close quarters battle with Nongerheim's main armies. And sure, they pack a big punch. Nongerheim's armies have +1 infantry shock, which is not a joke. But we're into the late game. I'm not sure how effective that's gonna be, especially if Breda brings over like 60k troops. Like that'd be a little ridiculous. Sudan took a little bit more from Somalia. The Razwi Empire took a little bit more from the United African Republic, and the Khazars, God, they have lost so much. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Belobolg has truly become a monstrosity. Kappa units, for some reason they got Shandong. Okay. The Kappa units lost the war to Pagaroyong because more of their homeland has been taken over by Pagaroyong. Alright. Handia might actually be like a match for Mesopotamia at this point. Well, actually, okay, never mind. No, they're not. They're still 2 military techs behind, and dear God, you have -2 stability. You are about to go into internal conflicts. Friend, what the hell is going on over here? I don't even know, Handia. How did you do this? You know what? I'm going to let that fire on its own. I'm not going to be around in Handia when it happens. Or I'm not going to be selected into Handia. I mean, they're trying to gather up their forces. They know the storm is coming. Those internal conflicts, there it is. God damn. They're not even coring any of their land. That's giving them... Oh no, it's not giving them overextension. So they have cored it, but they haven't stated it yet. They want to extract that money soon enough. And there's the Alpine Federation getting swarmed. The Alpine Federation, they're trying to scramble some sort of defense together. They're absolutely trying, but Stargard and Breda, they're on the case. Just look at them. Holy shit. It was looking so good for the Alpine Federation for a little bit. It was looking so good. And Nongerheim, they're trying to land. They see that Breda's a little bit distracted in Iberia. Nongerheim's like, go, go, go! They're distracted, go! We can do something! But no, there's a spare army roaming around, and they're idly walking around like, oh, were we really taken off? Or were we really off guard? Or were you just a little too eager? Did you jump the gun? Oh, Mexico's turned on the Opera of Audio, and oh, Mexico has annexed a fair chunk of the Opera of Audio. And Chenla, they didn't rally their forces. They didn't want to contest Breda that much, and Breda got a silver mine, 2 silver mines actually, a nice place for cattle, 3 silver mines actually. God damn. And a center of trade. Chenla, you dropped the ball really hard. That is so bad. And Carib, they are, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can take some land from Carib. We'll see. Who knows? I think we'll end off in we'll do 1748. November of 1748. Well, no, we'll do October. October of 1748. Get a couple more years out of this campaign. Yeah, Belobolg actually might take the Holy Land. It's crazy to see, to even say that, considering like how the start of the game went, how the start of this campaign went. Belobog, just that lone state in Eastern Europe next that's like really far away from everyone but Hungary, and now they are ginormous, egregiously large. Mahri separatists. Oh, Hundia, one day you'll be stable again. One day. Mioren, are you really gonna like... Are you really gonna rebel against Japan? They're ready to cut you down. You know that. Maltasia is somehow still surviving over here. And Mioren, are you surviving over here? Is your capital over here? It is over here, okay. At Tonga. And Tonga isn't even your culture nor your religion. Huh. And Nongerheim is a 33 stack over here in the Pacific. What are you doing? Was there a revolt over here that you had to put down? Like how it is over here in Macronesia? What in the hell? Khazaria, you have been split into two pieces. What is your game plan? What is your game plan indeed? Alpine Federation, they lost even more land to Breda, but they didn't lose a lot. Breda is being very conservative on what it takes from the Alpine Federation, even though they want huge chunks of it. Stargard almost has the entirety of Scandinavia proper. So they're getting mighty powerful and getting mighty scary. Okay, Chenla redeemed themselves slightly. They take over a huge portion of Karab. I guess we'll see if they take over the rest later. Alright, October of this year. United African Republic, they lost some land to Isle of the Blessed and had to release Fulo. Interesting, and also somehow the Maghreb is independent. I'm not sure how that works, but okay. And there's October. Sudan is at war once again. The Ankaroglus are once again being divvied up. So as we end this part, we have the Albania going after Chenla in an imperialist war. The Giants going after Orissa. Roswy going after Ashanti. The Ankaroglus being taken over by Belobog. Japan going after Macronesia. Mexico still going after the remnants of Karab. And Miao going after Orissa, as well as Hassa, and Sudan going after Zestriosia and the Ankaroglus. So, no huge wars going on, I would say. Probably the most pivotal one being Miao, because if they take over like Hassa as well as Orissa, then they'll be in a prime position to take over Ava, or not take over, but like invade others, because this is some really good land here. Look at that, 28 development in farmlands. That's some seriously good shit. 24 development. So Miao knows what they want. We'll see if they get it next time. But for now, it's time for us to go to that leaderboard. So in first place is Belobog. In second place is Breda. In third place is Khazaria. In fourth place is the Alpine Federation. In fifth place is the United States of Albania. In sixth place is Stargard. In seventh place is Mexico. In eighth place is Peru. In ninth place is Nongerheim. In 10th place is Miao. In 11th place is Tamilakam. And in 12th place is Sudan. Your economic hegemon for this, that is in progress, is claimed by Belobog, and your military hegemon for this episode, that is in progress, is Breda. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next part.